Hello and welcome. My name is Katie, and today we are going to move together through a few fun flows, maybe through compass pose and some arm balances, and I can't wait to challenge the body and the mind together here on our mats together. To get started, come to the center of your mat and we'll take a seat and begin by dropping into the present moment by closing the eyes. Inhaling through the nose, settling the shoulders down the back body, letting the hands rest gently in the lap or on the knees. Exhaling, maybe sighing out the mouth, letting it go, whatever it is, anything. And just arriving here in this space, in this moment. Inhale, filling the lungs, noticing the breath as it moves through the belly. And as you exhale, I'll invite you to bring palms to touch at heart center and just take a moment to ground down in your intention for being here. Whatever it is welcome. And then let's flutter the eyelids open and we're going to start in a tabletop position. So coming into a tabletop, grounding the wrists underneath the shoulders, and we'll begin just to rock gently side to side. Point the fingertips out towards the long side of your mat. Engage belly button towards spine, and just shift your weight side to side, beginning to warm up the wrists. And then we'll take some circles, so sending hips back and around, heart forward and back. Just moving in a way that feels good and starts to wake up the body, grounding you in these sensations of tension, flexion, extension. Just noticing where you're arriving. Switch directions of the circles. And then finding some stillness when you reach the center. And we'll flip the palms to the backs of the hands so that the fingers point back towards the knees. And then we're going to make fists. Inhaling, closing the fists, exhale, opening. Closing, opening. A few more times. Notice what's happening in the core. Actively engage. And then flip the palms back over so fingertips face forward. And we're going to tent the fingertips, feeling nice and strong here. Ground down through the shins and then flatten. Tenting and lowering. Tenting and lowering. Two more. Tent and lower. Lift and lower. And then coming down onto the forearms, we'll tuck the toes and lift the hips high up towards the sky. You can keep the legs bent. We're coming into a dolphin pose here. And begin to just walk out the legs and start to feel some heat building in the shoulders. That's where that strength comes from in our arm balances. Those triceps, shoulder muscles. Press the floor away so that you feel that strength in the shoulder girdle. And then let's look forward between the thumbs, and we're going to send our weight forward. Chin reaches towards thumbs. Exhale, send your weight back, collarbones broad. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Building some heat here right away. Forward and back. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Don't collapse. Stay strong. 2 and 1. From here, press the floor away. Lift the elbows. Inhale, sweep the right toes high. And then drop the heel. Open up the arm. Lower the left elbow. Open up the arm. The leg. So the knee points toward the sky. Left elbow is lowered. And you're going to be in this funky position. Really root down through the right hand. Lift up through the right kneecap. And then let's straighten through the right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And we're going to circle the right leg all the way up towards the front of the mat, landing in a lunge. Lowering the back knee and reaching the arms up high. Inhale here. Exhale, circle the arms around, land them on the hips. And let's take a few pulses towards the front heel. And then exhale, send the hips back, toes reach up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the heart forward and pull the elbows together. Hands stay on hips. And then exhale, lower the heart, lower fingertips, lower forehead. Half split. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. We're going to engage the core. So pull the belly button up and in towards spine. And then with that engagement, see if we can lift the heel up off the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, plug the socket of your hip into the hip bone. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Bend back into the right knee. Reach the arms high. Circle the arms around and down. Plant them on either side of the foot. Tuck the back toes. Sweep the right foot behind the body. 3-legged tabletop. Tuck the back toes and send the hips high. 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee comes towards right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee towards left elbow. Inhale, lengthen towards right elbow. Exhale. Lift and towards left elbow. And then lift. Stepping the right foot all the way through. Left foot follows, meeting in a forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Palms come to touch. Hands lower, heart center. Inhale, reach arms up to sky. Exhale, swoop it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the palms, weight forward as you hop back to a chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, send the hips high. And from here, we'll take those dolphin push-ups. So lower the forearms and then really ground down through finger pads, knuckle pads. Actively engage the triceps so that you're pushing the floor away, and then exhale. Send your weight forward. Reach it back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Feeling strong in the shoulder girdle. You've got this. And back. Hips lift. And back. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Press the floor away. Lower right elbow. Sweep left toes high. Bend into the left heel. And left knee points up towards sky. Then as you exhale, straighten that left leg. And then bend. And then straighten. And then bend. Straighten. Bend. And then circle that left leg all the way up and around until it lands at the front of your mat. And we meet in a lunge. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, lower the back knee. Take the hands to the hips and just find a gentle pulse. Opening up through the front of the right hip here and finding a little more depth of expression in the left. Left hip pulls back, right hip pushes forward. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, send the hips back so that they stack over the right knee. And then pull the left toes up towards the sky and towards the shin. Exhale, squeeze the elbows together, send the heart forward, send the chin, chest forward. Feel that nice deep stretch in the hamstring. And then drop your fingertips towards floor and allow the forehead to melt towards the shin. Take a few breaths. Inhale, lift the heart. And from here, engage that lower abdominal muscle and lift the heel. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower. Engage the quads. Whole leg is doing work here. You feel your shoulders activate, the lower abdominals, and all those juicy muscles in the legs. Nice work. 2 more lifts. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Then bend into that front leg. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, circle them around and down. Plant them on either side of the left foot. Sweep the left toes back behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Lengthen and cross. Lift. then as you exhale, step that left foot forward, then all the way to the front of the mat with the right foot, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, figure 7 shape. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms lift all the way to stand. And as you exhale, set the hips down all the way to the floor, rocking back. From here, we'll spend quite a bit of time seated, moving through our next few postures. So widen out the legs into a wide-legged, wide-legged fold. And then let's roll out the wrists. Just getting some nice lubrication, making sure they're nice and ready. And then we'll take our hands and plant them on either side of the right leg. Adjust your rib cage so that it is facing that direction. And we're going to again engage the lower abs. Actively engage the whole right leg. You'll feel the heel start to lift and the quads are really nice and hard. And we're going to do some leg lifts. So lifting 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Keep it going. There you go. Set that right foot down. Switching the hands to the opposite side. So right hand in front, left hand behind. Actively engage the left leg. Engage the core. And lift for 10, 9. Keep it going. You got it. I like to smile when I'm in pain. It works to trick the brain. 2, 1, and lower. Nice work. We'll take 10 more. And this time, the challenge is to take both hands and place them in front of you. And we'll lift both legs at one time. If it sounds like that is not happening for you today, we'll do 5 on the right and 5 on the left. When you're ready, fingertips down, legs engaged, and let's lift from the lower abdominals and the quads. 10, 9, you got it. 8, 7, 6, everything is temporary. 5, 4, even this. 3, 2, 1, lower. From here, we'll take a little break, walk the arms forward, meeting in a wide-legged forward fold. Taking a breath, exhaling, letting it go. From here, inhale, look forward, walk the hands back, and we'll bring the left leg in. Now, from here, we'll take the left leg and we are going to bring the knee so that it's pointed up and then grab hold of the bottom of the left foot and extend the left arm forward with the foot in our hands so that we've got this nice 90-degree angle. And then we'll just start to pump that left knee back. So really getting into this hip, opening and lubricating through that ball and socket joint. See if you can lift the chest high, use the strength that you know you have in your shoulders to help you stay long and strong. Lift up out of the waist, pumping a few more times. Really getting nice and limber in that joint. And then we'll take our right arm and we're going to wrap it around so that the left foot is cradled in the right elbow. Left arm wraps around and we're going to just rock that shin nice and close to our body. So rocking here, and again, we're just opening up, lubricating through that joint, feeling nice and stretchy and limber and warm. From here, we're going to open it all the way up. So keeping that cradle of the leg, we're going to walk the right heel in close to the body. And I'll turn to face you. Any direction you're facing is fine. Pull that right heel in towards the pelvis. And then from here, we'll take the right hand and grab hold of the outside of the left foot. From here, begin to wiggle the left shoulder underneath the left knee. And this might be exactly where you stay today. Just wiggling that shoulder deeper underneath of that knee and kind of shifting your hips back and forth, figuring out what feels comfortable. If that feels good, you might begin to lengthen and extend through the leg, kicking through the heel, opening up through the shoulders. That's why we did those shoulder push-ups at the beginning, those dolphin push-ups. So we're opening. And from here, you've got your left fingertips planted on the floor. But really the work you're doing is opening up through that side body and looking up underneath of the right armpit, extending through the leg. Nice work. Fun little compass pose here. Inhale, breathing. Exhale, bending into the leg. That left leg, readjusting. And we're gonna see if we can, from here, navigate through an 8-angle pose. So from here, keeping the left leg glued to the left shoulder, we're going to extend the right leg forward and plant the palms, maybe a little bit wider than the shoulders, fingers splayed and really grounded into the earth. Now what you might do from here is begin to lift the hips and lengthen the right leg forward. Let's just hold there for a moment together. That's where we'll all start. And that might be where you land. Or maybe you take the right foot, you cross it over the left ankle and begin to shift your weight forward. The chest and the chin are reaching forward and you begin to straighten out both of the legs, bending the elbows like in chaturanga, leaning the chest forward, and maybe you turn your gaze over towards the left. We exit this posture same way we came in, pressing away from the floor, lifting the chest, and then setting the hips down. And we'll meet in a butterfly pose. Nice work. Lots of fun here today. Nice and gently we move through these postures. Inhale, lift the heart. And then let's exhale, fold forward, just giving the body a moment to reset before we take this on the other side. Nice work. Inhale, lift the chest. And from here, we're going to bend the right knee so that the right knee faces toward the ceiling. And this time, right hand is going to grab hold of the outside edge of the right foot, and we'll move through those same postures. So pumping the right leg back. Again, lubricating that hip joint, just getting nice and mobile, and telling our body that all of these motions past their regular space of operation are totally safe and fine. And we're going to navigate them in a way that protects us and makes us feel empowered. And then we'll take the right foot and cradle it in the left elbow. Right elbow wraps around the knee. We just bring that shin in towards chest, giving it a nice hug. Good work. And then from here, we'll move into that compass posture. So sliding the left heel in towards the pelvis and taking from here the left hand to the outside of the right foot, taking the right arm and wiggling the shoulder underneath of the right knee, moving hair out of the way if it's there, and then planting the right hand just to the outside of the hips. From here, you'll lift the rib cage of the left side up and out, and then kick the right foot into the left hand, opening up into that compass pose. Finding the expression that feels good in your body, bending your knees feels right, but really noticing that side body stretch, the extension of the shoulder. Feels so yummy. Breathing. And then as you exhale, gently bending back into the right leg, lowering the foot, and keeping that gluing of the right knee to the right shoulder. And from here, we'll take the right hand and really ground it down into the earth. We'll take the left hand and ground it parallel to the right. We'll take the left foot and reach it out in front of you and then lift up from the core, that same lower abdominal motion. So maybe this is where you'll sit. Or maybe you'll readjust yourself so that you can cross left ankle over right ankle and then plant the palms down. Really ground into the finger pads and knuckle pads. Send the weight forward. And that's how you balance to find this posture. Hips back, heart forward. Gaze follows the feet. You got it. And then exhale. Exit the way we came in, lowering the hips. And one more time, finding that Supta Baddha Konasana, that bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold forward. Nice work, yogis. Typically in my practices, I will invite you to finish out a practice by finding Shavasana and resting. But This practice here is a short one, just meant to kind of play with those postures, compass and the 8-angle pose. And so I'll invite you to close out the practice by either repeating those postures as feels good, or maybe taking the next couple minutes to close down the eyes and sit with me in a reflective, quiet space, allowing your body to take stock of that new motion that you've added to your day. Maybe not to your practice, but to your day. And so just closing the eyes, breathing in for a count of 4, and then exhaling for a count of 8. Repeating that, inhaling for 4, and exhaling for 8. For the next few rounds of breath. And closing out this practice by bringing hands to heart center. And thanking yourself for taking the time to play and to move today.